The reality of the world is in conflict with your knowing. And it's important to hold to your knowing, for that is the stabilizing factor of your existence. The outside reality is fear, separation, and resistance. But the actuality of your being is safety and security within yourself. And how is that? The prime ingredient to this is the attitude, the frequency that you constantly hold. When you live in fear or anger or those emotions, they lower your frequency, your ability to flow within yourself. So we can use this epidemic which is on us, this flu thing, this virus thing, this whatever it is thing, as a stepping stone to higher awareness. It need not be detrimental. Because, as I've often said, to make every experience pay. And life does not make mistakes. So to see a purpose in all things, to create an understanding within yourself, actually facilitates the increasing of the frequency and vibration of your being beyond where these things can take place. It's kind of like if you fly too low, you run into obstacles, trees, mountains. But if you fly high enough, you're above all of that. So in this knowing, one is flying high, is above the problems, the beliefs, the conditions, the consensus reality of this world, which is very problematic. So we are able to create within ourselves this ability to live beyond those things and to live a rich and full life, literally in spite of what's going on around us. The world lives in fear and anger, but you don't have to. Because we create our life. We create our reality. We create our existence by our knowing, our ability to keep a clear awareness and a knowing handle on our possibilities. To know that you are capable, to be aware of that, is so important. And this is the greatest opportunity to practice that. When all around us there's fear and dread and separation, we use that silence to contemplate ourself, our awareness, our position in life, our way of being. So it's a great opportunity to be still and know that I am. What is that? To know that I am. When in the world everyone seems to be giving away themselves to whatever. But when you hold that awareness within yourself, I am that, is a very powerful way of being in the world. It's beyond the fear and the anger. Any feeling of aloneness or separation doesn't mean anything. One simply sees. This is like a meditation. It's almost a forced meditation upon humanity, but we know already the benefit of silence, the benefit of being a hermit, the benefit of being alone, cutting out the outside influences. For that is the place, the opportunity where you ascend within yourself. It's like bringing more light into the situation. The world is in darkness, and you are light. You see the difference. The difference is the knowing. What do you know? Not what you believe, but what do you know? To know this, one lives within themselves, not outside. We reside within our being. By the way, that being is actually light. It's just slowed down to accommodate the world around it. A necessary thing for the moment. Not a permanent thing, not a forever thing. For we are becoming something new and transformed. The evolution of the human being is systematically taking place in every dimension, in every way of being. And this period of the problem, so-called, is forcing humans to look at themselves, to see the part they have played in the destruction of the planet, to pay attention to that. One will benefit. You will have a greater insight, a knowing of steps that can be taken to heal and transform. The earth cries out in pain, and we come and administer this peace of knowing, this joy of being, which is uplifting, in spite of the consensus reality of the world, in spite of the beliefs and concepts of those around us. We do not live by belief. We live by knowing. It is a big difference. Knowing comes from within. When you make that cosmic connection with the whole of it, you become a particle of cosmic awareness that cannot be touched from the outside. It's totally within, in the security of one's own light. And that light is bright and getting brighter as we embrace and allow the experiences. What is? What is. This is it. This is what's taking place. We can look for blame. We can accuse. We can resist. We can fear. Or we can move deeper within ourself and experience the love and compassion that resides within the being. All beings have it. It may be hidden, covered over with emotions and fear and beliefs and concepts, but it doesn't change the fact that it's there. And so as you tap into that, something very magical begins to take place. You can imagine. We call it imaginate a new way of being. Imaginate is imagine and create a way of seeing the things around you, a way of being in this world, a way of being not of this world. And that is not an isolation that creates a problem. It actually becomes a point of reference, a way of showing what's possible. And when a human being sees what's possible, oh, I can do that. It's just that place of bringing something into view that is possible, that's been beyond one's comprehension or beliefs or allowing. So, on our path, this path of the new consciousness, as a new human, we've become masters of allowing, masters of accepting and being present, of living moment by moment in this world, in spite of what's outside, knowing that it has nothing to do with you. It cannot affect you unless you attach to it. If you fear it, you're attached. If you resist, you're attached. So non-resistance, no fear. Just emanate love and compassion that rides within a reservoir within yourself. And you're able to share that. You don't have to be around people to do it. It's like a light bulb. A light bulb doesn't need company. It just does what it does. You turn it on, there it is. So, we are turned on. We are like these light bulbs shining brightly. And the more of that shines, the brighter, the better the things look around us. In the dark, it's spooky. There's monsters in the dark. But when the light's on, oh, that was just a chair. It wasn't a crouching beast at all. Just a chair. Wasn't that funny? It is. We are that light. And so as we glow, as we shine, as we are being our true self, we're like a light that's shining on the monsters of the world. And all they are inanimate objects. Objects of not knowing. Just there. Perhaps they will find their light also and let it shine. So we see that we are not defeated. We are triumphant because of this knowing, because of the awareness that we've acquired over these periods of time, making every experience pay. That is understanding there's no mistakes. Everything has some kind of lesson and purpose to it. All we have to do is to understand that. You can't understand it by running from it or hiding from it or denying it. The world is as it is. And what's going on is what's going on. It's not an illusion. It's what is. It's what's happening. But you need not be caught up in that happening, because you can create your own happening, your own place of being, your own awareness. And from that place, you see a greater truth that is unfolding, a truth of transformation and evolution. So, fear not. Embrace the love that is. Live in compassion for all fellow creatures. Love and embrace. Be compassionate with yourself and with others. Realizing the ravages of fear is affecting so many, but not you. You don't need to be caught up into that. Keep counsel with yourself, your true self, and you will be above the fears and the angers and the doubts, the separations. You will see clearly a course rolling out before you, step by step, moment by moment, to realize that life is moving quite rapidly to a point of possibility. So we hold this possibility in our awareness as the new human in the new consciousness. It is time for that. It is time for that. Allow it. Look for it. Embrace it. Most of all, be it. Nothing can beat being it. So there you are. A clarity of connection and understanding that is transcendent of conditional realities and beliefs. Love knows all, sees all, and is all. Know that within yourself. Be well within yourself in this knowing.